what is going on. Estevez here for I think will be maybe the last review. Yeah, but we have another film that I have got here right here. Another Criterion Collection. Which the Criterion Collection, you know, it's what it says in the back. It says the Criterion Collection is dedicated to gather the greatest films from around the world and publish them in editions of the highest technical quality with subliminal features that enhance the appreciation art of the film. And they have some good collections, some oldies, silent films and stuff. But this one right here, like I did before, no, I didn't do, oh, The Repo Man, you know, is a 1984 flick. And it's a film that I have seen as a child going through the movie sections, the science fiction section. I've always seen the cover of the VHS title, and I was looking at it and I said, "What is it? Is that Emilio Estevez?" And it is Emilio Estevez. This is before the whole Brat Pack days. I mean, maybe it was, maybe. I think this is before St. Elmo's Fire. I could be wrong. I know it's before Breakfast Club, which that's a review I gotta do sometime. It's one of my favorite flicks of all time. This is Repo Man. This is there it goes right there. This is Repo Man. I've seen this thing before. Well, this ain't the case. I know this is the Criterion Collections case, but the front has him on it with this. There's a corner background with Harry Dean Scranton. I think it's Scranton or Stanton. And I saw it. I was like, you know, I gotta rent it, borrow it, and see what it is. And this is what the back says. You know, it's a quintessential cult film of the '80s. Alex Cox, singular sci-fi comedy stars the always captivating Harry Dean Stanton as a widow repo man in desolate Los Angeles, and Emilio Estevez is the nihilistic middle-class punk he takes under his wing. The job becomes more than either of them bargained for, what they involved in repossessing a mysterious and otherworldly Chevy Malibu with a hefty reward attached to it. Featuring the ultimate early 80s LA punk soundtrack, this grungily, hilariously, odiously is also a politically stringent take on President Reagan's domestic and foreign policies. That's what the back is. But I gotta say, first of all, I say about this is I like this film. I think this is a very entertaining film. It's the way everything is, and one plus is the soundtrack of the film. Circle Jerks. Iggy Pop. I mean, I think he did the main theme or something, but there was no vocals though. I have not seen the soundtrack. I wish I had would know because I'll find it later on. But Circle Jerks, they make an appearance and they're like a little bar band or something like that, but that's basically what it is, you know. Here we go. I mean, Emilio Estevez starts out as this punk kid. Because Alex Cox, the director, did very well with the whole punk culture. You see him slam dancing, all that stuff, Well, Emilio Estevez can't get nothing right, He spends with these punks, and everybody has their own stereotypical. He's this one chick, and his boy tries to hold on, I gotta hold my clothes. I think he has his head down, his pillow, and he thinks he's gonna get a blowjob. And this bitch is like, punk bitch is like, give me a beer. He gets a beer, and then he goes back in the room and says, "Old buddy." And it's like, what the fuck, really? And they're fucking around. It's like, what the hell? And also, one thing I like about this film, how it's so cheaply, low budget made. Every item, like if they're a storing thing, or if they have an item, it's all white, and there's a little line at the very bottom, like blue line, and it's white, and it just says beer or Frosted Flakes or Cheerios or Tastios or whatnot. I was like, oh my god, this is so cheesy, but so fucking good. I mean, he's just a random punk, and then he just walks out one day, he has an ear and everything, and he sees his parents. His parents look like they're hippies. I mean, which, I don't know, they're just staring at TV the whole time like this. Yeah, no, like that. And he just starts walking, and then Harry Dean Stanton comes, his character, Bud, and Emilio Estevez's character's name's Otto, like Otto. But Bud finds him and then offers him a job, like, hey, I did some fib lie to get him in there, and he got this car, and he took it to the repo. First he's like hating it, but he got money for it, and he's like, all right, you know, so he kept doing it. His 10 prickers is on, he meets this one chick who's just running, you know, and then he ended up fooling around with her. It's like, you want to get back in the car? And I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't know what happened behind the back of the car. I mean, who the hell would want to have sex in the back of the car? I mean, where at the times, I mean, it still happens now, but back then everybody used to get all excited, like, let's go do things in the back of the car, at the back of the car. I'm like, I'm not Crazy Chris here. I'm not gonna go have a girl pick me up and then have sex with her in the car at the park, you know. But it didn't. But the thing is that the Chevy Malibu here is that this weird alien guy, or just at the beginning of this cop, this guy has this alien. He must be alien human or something. He has these glasses on, and he has one broken off and one on. It's blunt, and you can see his eye and stuff. And he gets pulled over. It first starts by this motorcyclist cop and opens the trunk, and it's like some radioactive shit. And it's an awesome effects, and it kills him. It happens throughout the whole time, but I like how, and then Otto becomes a repo because you see him doing a bunch of repos and whatnot, having a good time of his life, you know. His old punk friends who are a bunch of fucking idiots, they're stupid as hell, and keep robbing and shit, and they end up dying. Well, his little chick friend, but his old friend Dickie or Rude or whatever. But I mean, and in the very end, I'm just gonna summarize. I mean, at the very end, like there's this crazy motherfucker. Like the repo business, it's him and this black guy and this rent-a-cop guy. I don't remember their names, but the stoner guy, this acid out guy, just at the very end, these aliens try to go after this car, and he goes after the car, and at the very end, this acid, everybody tries to get through this stuff, and except the acid out guy who works at Repo with him. The Repo, he was a Repo man also. He gets in there with no problem, and he gets out for a ride, and he gets them, and they just go up in the air and just fly around the city and stuff. It ain't much of a review. It's very hard because I was tired, so it ain't much really a review. I just told you something how it was. I mean, it's pretty cool, you know. I did check out some of the interviews with Keith Morris and from the Circle Jerks and then from Iggy Pop and whatnot. I will check out more. I like to check out more of Alex Cox's stuff that he's done. Because it's just pretty cool. It's hard to explain to all of it, to go through it. I enjoy this flick. Do I recommend it? Hell yes. Go ahead and check out Repo Man. Rent it, buy it, anything. Check it out. Check the features out. Especially Criterion Collection's version is amazing. But I say go for it. It's a cult classic from the '80s. I think it's pretty damn good. I just like how the environment is and all the cheap stuff, saying, you know, beer and all that stuff. It's really cheaply made, probably, but it's a very fantastic flick. Repo Man, 1984. I gave it for a grade. Give it a B plus. So, but that's Repo Man. If you like sci-fi, adventure, kind of comedy kind of thing, Emilio Estevez and his laugh. He's doing his laugh is the same. I just remember that laugh from him being Pony Boy. I think he was Pony Boy from the Outsiders movie, which I would check out that movie sometimes again. Just go out and enjoy it. Go out and rent it. I mean, that's all I gotta say about it. That's all I got my thoughts about it. Is the cheap ass aspect, the soundtrack, the punk rock. Oh my God, it's amazing. Go check it out. Go check the damn movie out. I'm out.